So we've got a day to acclimatize here before we actually start riding. So we're going to start off with a little visit to Victoria Falls. To give you a little perspective, Victoria Falls is a mile wide and has a flow volume nearly 10 times that of the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon. And not surprisingly, it's also very wet. There's so much wind and spray created by the falls in places that it's actually raining upwards. So none other than David Livingstone, quote unquote, discovered the falls in 1855. He named them for Queen Victoria. Their name in the local language of the Batanga people, however, is a bit more apt and poetic. They're called the Smoke That Thunders.
I'll go with you. You only live once. Oh shit. Not too far of a ride home. Oh my god.
Okay. Bad idea.
Yep, bad idea. I blame you for this. I've got flip-flops on.
The Victoria Falls Bridge crosses over the Zambezi River just below the falls.
Alright, I can technically say that I've been in Zambia. Yep, that's it. No stamp, but...
And if you're so inclined, you can throw yourself 111 meters off the bridge. I am not. Do you think he was supposed to go on bungee or on one? Because he kind of went on one. Probably doesn't matter. So that's it for the falls. Check out the artwork at the entrance, and I think we're going to go do a safari ride this afternoon. We're on a sunset safari ride around the northeastern corner of Zambezi National Park.
Males, they've got 2 pairs. So that's how you differentiate them.
Oh, there are 3 of them. There's a big one in the back.
Crossing the road like us human beings. We look for vehicles. He's smelling us now. That's a young boy. Yes, that's a young boy there. They're coming down to drink. As you know, they drink. See, that ramble is for communication. Otherwise, I'll be angry with you.
She's massaging him. Can't you see?
That one will be coming here.
Man, I love the baobab trees. And your fun fact for the day is that they're actually a succulent. And so it begins. The reason we're actually here, to ride motorbikes from Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, all the way down to Cape Town, South Africa.
Get out. good.
First 100 meters of what will be nearly 5,000 kilometers of riding between here and Cape Town. Half of it is going to be off-road. Anybody else a bit nervous? I've literally now got 30 seconds of riding experience on an 850 GS under my belt. I'm sure that'll be sufficient. Alright, this is actually the main drag in Victoria Falls. It runs from the airport to the bridge. And the guy that gave me a ride in from the airport told me on the way in not to walk along here at night, that every year they've got a few people that are either nibbled on by lions or trampled to death by elephants along here. So I played it safe rather than sorry. Now 3 minutes into the trip on our first gas station stop. Something tells me, given the remoteness of the areas we're going to cross through, that there's not going to be many of these between here and Cape Town that we miss. So I think it's about 20 kilometers back to the airport, and then like 20 kilometers past that, we're going to turn off on a dirt road and head west toward the Pandamatanga border crossing. Super pretty out here, like legit African bush. A little dusty, but otherwise easy riding so far. Just nice, wide gravel road. A few dips you got to pay attention to, but nothing too loose or sandy yet.
Alrighty guys, we can crack on. I just want to make sure everybody gets the turn.
There's an elephant out there about 200 yards away. Never going to see it on the GoPro though. And a kudu here. Looks kind of like an elk. Oh man, this is my favorite kind of riding. Little rocky, sandy double track out in the middle of nowhere. Couldn't be better. Pandamatanga border post, and we've got our first injured bike. Jeff clipped a rock about 200 meters before the border and put a ding in the oil pan, so it's leaking a bit of oil at this point. Pretty good rate, actually. Hopefully nothing a little JB Weld can't fix.
Give it a second to sit.
These two women are the only other travelers we've seen since turning off onto the dirt road. They're doing an overlanding trip across southern Africa. I love the fact that everybody you meet in a place like this is actively engaged in the pursuit of doing something interesting. That was the Zimbabwe side of the border. Now we just got to clear the Botswana side. All right, quick dip through the disinfectant to prevent the spread of hoof and mouth disease, and we should be off. So this is the main lodge at Elephant Sands Resort. The reception area is on the left here, little gift shop. In the atrium here, you can see a bunch of weaver birds have built their nests out over the ponds. How cool is that? The bar area is over here on the left. The restaurants where we'll be eating dinners on the right. And then straight ahead is the main attraction, the reason everybody comes to Elephant Sands. In the evenings, you're 6 feet from a herd of elephants as they drink from the water. It should be absolutely amazing. So let's go see if we can find my bungalow. I'm in number 4, not cabin number 4, but tent number 4. I got lost for a minute because of that.
This is the accommodation here. Kind of rustic 2-star. Clean, really nicely appointed. But you can see through the floor. It was swelteringly hot in the tent. There's the shower. Swelteringly hot in the tent. First thing when I came over, once we unzipped them a bit, got a nice cross breeze. It does have the amazing advantage of sitting right next to the elephant track, where the elephants walk from the watering hole back out to the into the bush.
Yeah, Jeff, that really just happened.
At this point, I'm going to get a shower because I deserve one. And then go see if maybe the bar has some power so that I can plug in and see if we can back up some of the film footage. The GoPro did not work today. The external mic adapter seems to be messing with it somehow, so that all it did was cycle on and off. So I finally just took it off the helmet and not going to bother. So it didn't bother today. From here on out, I'll put it on back on the helmet, but without the external mic. So we'll do voiceovers from here on out for the rest of the trip, but at least we'll have video.
Just as a point of interest, I'm not actually sure which end that came out of. To be fair, folks probably wonder the same thing about me sometimes. Which end is he talking out of? The dynamics around this watering hole are amazing. These two are just super adorably cute. I kind of suspect it's a mother and her offspring, but I've got no idea. Oh, how amazing is that? The social dynamics don't always seem to be so polite, however. There's this one poor guy that's been waiting off to the side for like half an hour just to get a drink, and he keeps getting chased off. I'm back on my tent